The Diocese of Ife Anglican Communion has held its second session of the 11th Synod with a call on Christians to imbibe the spirit of giving. This year's Synod considered the theme, the grace of giving, as taken from 2 Corinthians 8:7. ACNNTV correspondent Nzubechi Frank tells the story.
The Diocese of Ife Anglican Communion has held its second session of the 11th Synod with a call on Christians to imbibe the spirit of giving. This year's Synod considered the theme, the grace of giving, as taken from 2 Corinthians 8:7. During the Synod Day proper, while delivering his charge, the Bishop, the Right Reverend Olubunmi Akinlade, charged diocesan faithful and Nigerians to make sure to participate in their civic responsibilities by voting during the state elections and general elections, respectively.
The state election is scheduled for July this year. May I use this medium to employ all politicians to allow peace to reign and to accept defeat in good faith. Every valid vote must count. I also encourage everyone to troop out on election day en masse and vote for the candidate of their choice. Get your voters' registration card and make sure you vote. God will continue to provide us with good and competent leaders in Jesus' name. We employ this medium to continue to appeal to the government to help release our schools back to us, especially St. Philip's Primary School, Ayeto Rilefe, next to our cathedral. It has become an eyesore with the roof that has gotten blown off. We commend the government for the relative peace we are enjoying in Osun State. I pray that God will continue to allow peace to reign supreme in the state.
Speaking on the Synod Thanksgiving Day, the Bishop of Lokoja Diocese, the Most Reverend Emmanuel Egbunu, who was the guest speaker, speaking on the theme, stated that it is important for Christians to understand that giving is a privilege. He said it takes the grace of God to give, and therefore urged all to key into giving, as when one gives, it pleases God, saying he who gives will receive.
If we do not understand that giving to God and to the people of God and to the work of God is a privilege, we will misuse it, we will abuse it, and every other thing becomes meaningless. When it comes to giving, it takes the grace of God to prompt you to do beyond what human beings will expect you to do. God knows that you can do more than you are doing. And you see, when we give, it brings healing in many, many ways. It is a pleasing offering to God.
Meanwhile, in appreciation to God for his successful synod, the chairman of the organizing committee had this to say, as the synod also featured award giving to students and clergymen, retired and non-retired, synod Thanksgiving, among others.
Well, I'm very grateful to God. At least, no crisis, no chaos, no accident. Even our Lord Bishop, he said, few days ago, he had an accident, but God spared the life and the wife in the car. So we give thanks to God for the peaceful synod. And we are trusting God that subsequent years will be better than this.
Nzubechi Frank reporting for ACNN News.